The concept of creating a social club in Cooper resulted from staff noting a lack of community resources and providing activities in the evening. Staff discussed the idea of setting up a local Bosher group in Cooper with service users. Service users were keen and a subsequent application was made for Project Enabling Funds. This application was successful and the monies were used to purchase equipment, hire the hall and refreshments. The group runs on a monthly basis and is well attended by service users. In fact, the group has been such a success that through further consultation with service users, a spin-off arts and crafts group emerged and now meets monthly with service users taking turns at championing the planning and preparation of sessions. Outcomes for service users such as maintaining their health and well-being have been achieved alongside new skills and friendships emerging.
My name's Leslie Faulkner, I'm the manager at the Menteith, and I've nominated the team for the work that they've done with a service user called Patrick McCaffrey. Patrick came over to Scotland about 60 years ago to work on the roads. He badly injured his back and was unable to work. It was at a time when the benefit system first came in, so he applied for benefits and had a room at the Menteith. So Patrick basically stayed here, had 3 meals a day and had very little independent living skills. So when we took over the service as supported accommodation, we worked very closely with Paddy for about 2 years, where he actually didn't even leave the service and was very apprehensive and very scared to go out of the service. About 2 years ago, our support worker Holly, who I think is in the audience tonight, asked if he wanted to apply for a bus pass, which Paddy initially was very reluctant to do. However, with a wee bit of perseverance, Paddy gained the confidence through the support of all the team and managed to go on the bus, and he had a great time. This then gradually, over the last 2 years, it was a very slow process, but over the last 2 years, Paddy now goes on the bus every week. He's been to Marks and Spencer's, he's had a Subway lunch, he can now make a cup of tea for himself, and although these seem very basic things that we completely take for granted, these are things that Paddy has not done for years and years and years. His quality of life has increased dramatically. He really enjoys going out, he enjoys going to different places for lunch. Initially it was very much he only went out with Holly, however now he'll go out with any member of staff, and the team have worked really hard to build a relationship with Paddy that's very strong and very positive, and we hope that Paddy will either come with us to the new Menteith or go on to somewhere else where he can continue to venture out into the wonderful world of Glasgow.
The Forum in Fife has successfully operated for several years, with events taking place throughout the region. Originally set up as an opportunity for service users within Fife to meet socially, the Forum has since evolved and, in response to the wishes of service users, now operates with a mixture of social and educational events. Examples of such are visit to the Fife Animal Park, Tempin Bowling, police safety talks and first aid awareness training. The Forum is service user led, and the regular consultation ensures that the Forum achieves the outcomes as set by service users.
I'm Wendy Morris, Project Manager for Brunsfield and South Fort Street Services in Edinburgh. I'm nominating my teams for the Care Accolade Award for improving people's lives. What we get paid to do is to deliver a service and put a roof over people's heads. When individuals walk through our doors, we're offering them a temporary safe place to live. However, by the time individuals leave us, they feel more than safe, they feel confident, motivated and we believe ready to live their lives independently. Staff do make a huge difference in the projects because we support on average 90 people a year, not only by direct support but also through encouraging people socially in order to maximise their full potential. Staff do this through additional resources which they've created for themselves, including our Good Food, Good Practice cooking course, which gives people natural ability to manage daily living skills in an environment. We also have our computer hub, where we hope to educate people and help people to find full-time employment. We also have our Skills for Success course, which is to do with literacy classes, again assisting people to have more independence for themselves. We have our So Crafty workshop, again individuals make items for their own home for when they move on. So I guess this is our way of saying to both teams a massive thank you for everything that they do for the services and everything they've achieved to help people to secure positive outcomes.
The staff are very good. I mean, they're there for you when you need them. And I've been here since the 20th of January. And I really thank this project because I've got a place to stay. I've got a roof over my head.
The reason that I had put forward Lauriston and St John's Hill staff teams was for the fact that organising the camping trips was something that neither projects had ever done for the individuals that we support. We do work with people who can challenge the services that we provide on a day-to-day basis through their behaviour, so going away with a group of people was going to be a challenge for ourselves. So basically both Lauriston and St John's organised individual trips, and completely different areas of Scotland that we went to, but the enthusiasm and the commitment from both staff teams was totally about getting it right for the residents, because for a lot of the residents that we worked with, they'd never been out of Edinburgh, so it was a massive step for them. But also to go away in that confined space, for that to be staff and residents together, it actually turned out to just be 2 trips that were full of fun, carrying on. There was hijinks, people getting frights when they were going away to bed, and there's some images of people getting wheeled about in wheelbarrows and things, but it was great fun. It didn't involve anybody being under the influence of anything, and everybody just had a ball. I think the big thing for me coming back to the projects was actually hearing from all the residents that were involved just how much they had enjoyed spending time with staff out with the support accommodation. Because we are very much house and support, that's a part of the job that doesn't fall into our criteria and we're not funded for it. So it was a big deal for both the teams to actually put the time into looking at how we raised the funds to do it, but then actually to go away for, although it was a 24-hour period, it didn't seem that long, it was massive and for everybody involved, and that was staff and residents. So from my point of view, the staff went above and beyond, and the fact that they were willing to get stuck in there was great.
I enjoyed watching staff try to attempt to put up a 6-man tent. That was fun, because we all got our own individual tents, and we were 2 or 3 of us in one tent. We all had our tent up before the staff, and it was including all the arguments. We didn't even have a clue where to start. So yeah, it was pretty fun. It's pretty good. Because it made because there's a good bunch of people in here, and it got us all closer.
Silverway is a project in Montrose which deals with adults with learning disabilities. Within the project we have 10 service users and we support 9 in outreach and 2 from home. While staff were working with them, they identified a few needs, as in they had very, very poor dietary choices, and menu planning was just really quite poor as well. So with that in mind, the Smart Group was set up, and this was where a staff actually picked the item that was to be cooked service users worked with them, preparing it and cooking it, and then it's enjoyed as a communal meal afterwards. And this introduced a whole lot of foodstuffs that they would not normally come into contact with. From that group then it became the healthy eating group, which was another one which was for basically service users who were a bit overweight, and encouraged weigh-ins, and it runs every fortnight. And again, it's talking about dietary needs and helping to pick a nice healthy diet. We were very fortunate in being able to get a member of staff who was trained, a new member of staff joining the team, who was trained in exercise class, seated exercise classes. And this was really, really good, again, for service users, because there's quite a lot with weight problems, and this was able to help them to lose weight, and it became good fun. Silverway itself is very interested in sustainability, and another group that was set up was the Funky Junk, which is where things that would just normally be thrown out are turned into, we have beautiful garden ornaments, butterflies made with broken tiles and everything like that. A lot of our service users are a very talented bunch, and after the Britain's Got Talent, they all wanted to have a go, and so we decided to have Angus has Got Talent, helped by props made from the Funky Junk, food made by the Smart Group, and the actual winning act this year was the exercise group doing a routine to Gangnam Style, so which is really, really good. This is run for 2 years, and this year they're actually looking to do something very different, so you have to watch this space.